fake questions, real answers, stuff I want to talk about, but don't want to wait for you to ask me the question. Dear Colin, a lot of NFL moves. Any really surprising? Yeah, I'm surprised the media is not acknowledging how badly Aaron Rodgers' drama hurt the Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling went to the Chiefs late Thursday. Does everybody realize the number one receiver for the Green Bay Packers heading into next year is Allen Lazard? Just think about this. The LA Rams wide receiving core is Cooper Kupp, 170 catches, Allen Robinson, Van Jefferson, OBJ. Allen Lazard would not be a 1, 2, 3, or 4 receiver for the Rams. The Buccaneers have Mike Evans as a 1, Chris Godwin as a 2, Russell Gage as a 3, Scotty Miller as a 4. Allen Lazard wouldn't be a 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the Bucs. Does everybody understand what's happening in Green Bay? Aaron Rodgers' decision to be the highest paid player in the league has gutted his receiving core. Good luck, Green Bay. Dear Colin, Tyreek Hill via the Chiefs to the Dolphins was a major move this week. What was your interpretation of how the media handled it? I'm always surprised when the media makes the same mistakes over and over and over. I've said this about point guards that can't shoot. John Wall, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook. They all age poorly. Why can't we learn from our mistakes? If you're under 6'4" and can't shoot, you will age poorly. It's the same thing with a team giving up 5 draft picks and $200 million for a speedy receiver. Go look at the last 10 Super Bowl champs. Did they have the fastest wide receiver in the game? No, they all had great coaches, really high-end quarterbacks, pass rushes, and good enough weapons. Listen, I like Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins. You could give me an F1 racing car. I don't know how to drive it. You can give Tua the fastest wide receiver on the planet. He can't get the ball to him consistently. This is still a bad owner, an unremarkable GM, a rookie head coach, and a C- quarterback. Why are we making the mistake that Kansas City suddenly is going to tank and Miami's taking over the world? Tua is the quarterback. We do this all the time. We fall for the bigger headline. Tyreek Hill is a $30 million chandelier in a rundown mansion. Dear Colin, you are really poking people in the ribs on Lincoln Riley and USC. What do you see that others don't? Well, I've had a theory forever. I wrote about it in my first book called the Say It Out Loud theory. I tell my kids this all the time. Write it on paper, your dreams, your goals, your conflicts, and say them out loud. Let me ask you, if I say to you, Kyrie Irving and James Harden, 2 ball-centric guards, are going to play on the same team, does that sound like it's going to work? No, it never did. They couldn't get through the All-Star break. If I said to you, the biggest brand in college football on the West Coast hired the best offensive coach in a sport that's trending offense, do you think it'll work? Yeah, Lincoln Riley's the Sean McVay of college football, the biggest brand on the West Coast, in the weakest conference. Oklahoma Sooner fans are clueless. Of course it's going to work. Say what Oklahoma's doing out loud. The best offensive coach and their star quarterback left, replaced by a longtime assistant as they eventually head to the SEC. Does that sound like multiple national championships? Folks, if you ever have a dilemma, write it down, say it out loud. You'll get your answer. Dear Colin, why do you talk so often and so lovingly about LeBron James? People want to talk about Ja Morant. No, they don't. Spotify is a great barometer of how people listen to music. It used to be, hey, people want a variety of music. Not anymore. 90% of the music played on Spotify is by 1% of the artists. It used to be that people wanted new music. I want new hip beats. 70% of the music played on Spotify, 70%, we looked it up, is considered old music. What does that mean? People aren't looking for new artists and new music. They like familiarity, stuff they can sing to in the car, stuff they can listen to that takes them back to a special time in their life. Ja Morant is simply too new. Unless you're a diehard NBA fan sitting around on YouTube all day, you don't know who Ja Morant is. Find somebody in your family that doesn't live, breathe, and eat sports. Tell them if they've heard of Ja Morant. They have no idea who he is. LeBron is basically the Beyonce of basketball. It's familiar. I can sing to it. It makes me feel good. Dear Colin, what were you most surprised about from your excellent interview with Mark Cuban earlier this week? Thank you. I thought it was excellent too. He said that TikTok, the rapid presentation of TikTok and sports highlights is the future because younger generations don't have the attention span to watch full games. Mark's got 3 different kids, right? The pushback he got for saying that is remarkable. First, golden rule. If a billionaire says something and you disagree, he's mostly going to be right. That's why he's a billionaire. He didn't win a scratch-off game. It's years and years of brain power. Secondly, I have 6 kids. None of them watch television. All of them are on TikTok. Mark Cuban is absolutely right, and it surprises me at the pushback. Mark Cuban owns an NBA team. He is fully aware of how people consume the games. And once the iPhone was invented, we get everything from sports to news instantly, urgently, succinctly, and edited. People are not watching outside of the NFL full games. In fact, 20 years ago when I started at ESPN, I got some data which was surprising. Do you know the average length of time people watch an NFL game? Now, the average game lasts 3 hours and 45 minutes. What's the average length of the time people watch an NFL game? And that's the most watched sport easily in America. 61 minutes. You think kids now, with the attention spans they have, are sitting around watching sports? They want highlights. They want it from AI and TikTok. Mark Cuban is right. Why are we arguing with him?